Alright, what's up guys? In this tutorial we're going to be going over how exactly you can use the Shopify platform to sell products online. So just a quick disclaimer, this is going to be a technical tutorial. This isn't going to be covering anything like advertising and product sourcing. This is just going to be covering how to use the Shopify platform itself and how to set everything up properly, so that way you can set up a good looking store and be ready to sell products online. So with that being said, this tutorial is going to cover how you can get a free professional theme and install it right away, and I'm going to show you how to customize that theme. I'm also going to show you how you can use Shopify's card system to add banking details so you can start selling right away. I'm going to show you how you can add products to your store, how you can create pages within your store, and then how you can successfully navigate the Shopify user interface with ease, and much more. So, who is this video for? So maybe you're a physical business owner that wants to expand online. So maybe you have a physical retail location and you want to start selling your products online. So Shopify is a really good choice for that. Or maybe you're someone that just wants to start a new online e-commerce business. You've heard about e-commerce, selling stuff online, and you want to get into the industry. So this video is going to help you there. It's going to be a good way to get started. Or maybe you're a current e-commerce store owner transitioning to the Shopify platform from something else like WordPress. So no matter who you are, by the end of this video, you're going to have a really good understanding on how to use Shopify and the platform, and you're going to know how to set up a store and how to use the user interface, and you're going to feel really comfortable with it by the end of this video. So who am I? So I own a company named Casual E-commerce, which that's the logo there on the left, and you can search that on Google or YouTube. So Casual E-commerce is a company that's helped tens of thousands of people start their first online store using Shopify. And then in the middle you can see there's some screenshots there from a case study video I posted to Casual E-commerce, just showing some results of Shopify stores that I've owned. So I only wanted to post this real quick to ensure you that you're learning from somebody with credibility, so that way you know you're learning from a good reputable source, because I know there's a lot of sketchy sources out there nowadays. So, and you can also check out my Instagram if you want. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop over to Google Chrome and get started with this tutorial. Alright, so now we're at the Shopify homepage. So I'm going to recommend that you follow side by side and build your store side by side along with the store I'm going to be building right here. And I'm going to be recommending that because it's going to be a lot more effective for you to learn how to build a store if you're actually physically doing it yourself alongside with me doing it. So I'm going to recommend that you click the link in the description, which is going to take you to Shopify, and it's going to allow you to start your free Shopify 14-day free trial. Now, quick disclaimer, the link in the description is an affiliate link, meaning that anyone that signs up through that link, I will get a referral commission for it, but it doesn't change anything on your end. So either way, all the pricing is the same for you. So I would appreciate it if you do go through that link as a way of maybe saying thank you for creating this video. So go ahead and click the link in the description to get started. And then once you're at the Shopify page right here, we can go ahead and get started. So I would recommend maybe pause this video at certain points if you feel that I've gone too fast, so that way you can keep up with me side by side. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead, and if you need to come back and reference this video in the future, that's fine too. So we're going to go ahead and get into it now. So all you need to do is enter your email address to get started. So I'm going to enter an email address I have and then click get started, and then we just need to create a password. And then we need to pick a store name. Now, as far as the store name goes, it really doesn't matter at this point because we can always go back and choose it later. Now, in this example, I'm just going to be creating a sample store based around bird products, just for the sake of this example store. So whatever you type in the store name doesn't matter, because you can go back and change it later. So we're going to go ahead and click create your store. And we just need to sit here for a second, wait for it to load. And then we just need to answer these questions real quick. So it really doesn't matter what you answer to this. So I'm just going to click I'm just playing around and 0, and then hit next. And then right here you just need to fill in your information. So you just need to fill in your name and then your address and phone number. So I'm just going to put in some dummy information real quick. And this isn't a real phone number, it's a Google Voice number, so don't so if you want to try calling it or messing around with it, you're just wasting your time. So now we're going to go ahead and click enter my store once you filled out all this information. So now we're in the back end of our store and we're ready to get started on editing our store. So the first thing we need to do is head over to online store right here. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is themes. Now, in this tutorial, I'm just going to be using the base theme of Debut. However, if you would like to use other themes, I'm going to show you how you can do that. So we're going to go ahead down here to visit theme store. And you can see right here, there's a lot of Shopify themes you can choose from. If you go up here, you can see you can look through trending, or you can pick by layouts, or good for small inventories, good for large inventories, or you can just go to all themes right here. And if you want to just look at free ones, you can sort by free. And you can see here's the free themes right here. I like the minimal theme a lot, personally. I know a lot of people like the Brooklyn theme as well. This is one I've used in the past. So anyway, if you want to look around the theme store and pick a theme, that's how you do it. If you want to pick a free theme, you can, or if you want to upgrade to picking a paid theme. But for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and just use the free theme of Debut that comes with every Shopify store when you sign up. So now we're going to go ahead and click Customize. So now we're inside of the theme editor. So you can see right now, this is what our store looks like right now. So it's pretty much a complete skeleton, and it's just waiting to be filled out with stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start filling out some of this stuff. And I want you to pay a close look to how much of a skeleton it looks like right now, and then look at how much different it's going to look about 5 minutes from now. And it's going to show you pretty much how easy it is to use Shopify to make good looking stores. So first thing we're going to do is go to header, and then go here to logo image. I'm going to select image, and then I'm going to upload an image. Now I've already saved some sample images here that I'm going to use for this store. So I made this quick sample logo that we're going to use. So let me just click select here. Now you can see this logo is right here, but it looks a little bit too small. So if we come down here to custom logo width, I can make it a little bigger. So I'll increase the size to 250. And now you can see that looks a little bit better. So if up here at logo alignment, we can change it from the left side to the center. If we want, I'm going to keep it over here at the left. And then right here, menu, this selects which menu is going to be right here. Now by default, Shopify already creates a main menu for you. So we're just going to keep this as main menu right here. And then down here, you can see there's an announcement bar. So if we click right here, we can show the announcement bar, and then you can see it pops up right here. So I could type something up here like free shipping on all orders. But you can see if I leave it just like this, it doesn't look really good, because when you're creating a store, you want all of your colors throughout the store to be congruent. So since my logo is red and yellow, I would want most of my other sections of my store to be red and yellow to match it. So I would come down here to bar color and change it to red. Now normally what I would do is you would take the 6-digit hex code right here. You would get the hex code for the shade of red in the logo, and you would paste it in right here. But since I don't want this tutorial to be 5-6 hours long, I'm not going to go into every nitty-gritty detail like that. So for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to eyeball it and make it close. So that looks pretty close, but as I said, on your store, I would recommend you matching up the reds exactly, or whatever color you're using. And then you can see we can paste the link here, so we can make this link to something. So I'm going to right click on catalog and copy the link address, and then I'm going to paste that in here, and then click this to confirm it. So now anytime someone clicks on this, they're going to be taken to the catalog. And we can change our text color here, but I'm just going to keep it white. So now I'm going to click save, and I'm going to recommend when you're working on stuff that you save frequently in case something happens, like your internet goes out, your browser crashes, or your power goes out, something like that. You just don't want to lose all the stuff that you've been working on. So save pretty frequently. So now we're going to go back. Now we're going to go ahead and edit this area right here. So now I'm going to click on image with text overlay. And now I'm going to select an image. And I'm going to click upload. So I'm just going to upload this photo right here. And I'm going to give it a second for it to upload completely. And then I'm going to click select. And I can change the image alignment, so I can show the top of the image, the middle of the image, or the bottom. So in this case, I'm going to show the bottom. And then right here, I can change the text right here. So I can change the heading text, or I can come down here and I can change this lower text as well. And then if you come down here to section height, if you change it to large, it just makes the entire section larger, so it makes the photo larger. Or you can change it to small, which will make it smaller. I'm just going to keep it at medium. And then we can change our text size too, make it smaller, make it larger. And we can also add a button in here. So let's say I want to add a shop now button, so I can type in shop now. And then we need to paste the button link. So I still have our catalog link copied. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in here and then click it. And now we have a shop now button that's showing up right here. So now I'm going to go ahead and click save. And you can see the top half of our store is already looking a lot better than it was a couple seconds ago. So now we're going to go ahead and go back. And I'm going to scroll down. Now this featured selection area I can't edit yet because I haven't added any products, so we'll come back to this later. So image with text. So we're going to edit this section next. So I'm going to click on image with text right here. And then I'm going to select image. So I'm just going to upload another image in here. So this is just where you could upload another image related to your store, related to your niche. I'm going to hit select, and then we can change the image alignment to the left side or the right side. And we can put our title in here. And then we can edit this text. And then we can also add another button in here. So if we wanted to add a button, put in the button label just like before, paste the link to what we want to link to, and then the button shows up, and then we hit save. So you can see this is a pretty recurring trend, how easy it is to edit this stuff within the theme. So now we're going to go back. Now we're going to edit this bottom slideshow down here. So we're going to click on slideshow. So you can see we're going to have it on auto rotate slide. So if we have this checked, then it's going to switch between the two slides that we select every 7 seconds or whatever time we want to do. So I'm going to just keep it at 7. And then we can edit the section height again just like before, and we can edit the text size just like before. So I'm going to go ahead and add in an image. So I'm going to hit select image. So the first one, I'm going to use the image we used before. But I'm going to align it to the top because up here we aligned it to the bottom. So this is a different part of the image. And then we can type whatever we want here. And then we can paste the link in here again if we want. And then now I'm going to go ahead and add a second image. And then I'm going to click select. And then I'm going to align this to the middle because I think it'll look better. It does. And then we can go ahead and change this text just like we did before. And then we can put whatever we want in here. And then we can just click save. Alright, so obviously this stuff I'm typing, you know, I don't think I have to tell you this, but I'm just kind of messing around typing whatever I want. Obviously you're going to type stuff that's actually related to your store in here. So this is all we need to do for this section. So now we're going to hop into the footer right here. So we go to footer. You can see our footer menu right here only contains search. Now we can add more stuff to this later, and we can add additional menus right here if we want. So if we click the show's newsletter sign up, this is going to show up, and this is going to allow people to sign up for our email list. And then if we click show payment icons, this is going to show these payment icons down here that helps make our store look a little bit more trustworthy. Now if we go into theme settings, you can see we can add our social media links. So I'm just going to copy Shopify's social media just to show you what it looks like. So as you can see, once you put in your social media links, they show up down here on the footer. So this is definitely something you're going to want to do. So put in all of your business's social media down here, and then hit save. So now we're pretty much done with the home page. I know this section isn't really filled out, but we're going to come back and do this later. So we're done with this section for now. So now we're going to go ahead and click over to theme settings, and I'm going to show you how you can mess with some of the stuff in here. So if we go in the colors, this is where you can change all the colors for your store. So we can change the headings color. So you can see this is changing the colors in here. I'm just going to keep that as black. I'm not really going to mess with any of this. I'm just going to show you how you can change it. So you can see if we go to buttons, we can change that button to red. We can change our sales text, which this will be if we have a sale on our product. It'll be a different color. So I'll just change that to red, and then you'll see that later on when we add products. So this pretty much just edits all of the colors for everything on the store. So now we're going to go ahead and hit back, and if you go in the typography, you can change the font that's used in your store. So if I change to this and wait for it to load, you can see the font of the store changes. So as I said, I'm just going to keep all this stuff the same, and I wouldn't recommend messing with all this stuff if you're just starting out. Not the typography or anything, maybe just the if you want to mess with the color scheme, definitely change your buttons up and make everything fit the theme of your store, but I wouldn't really mess with the fonts or anything like that if you're a beginner. So adding in the social media, we've already done that. So now your favicon, this is the thing that shows up right here. So you can see Shopify's favicon right here. So normally you're just going to upload a variant of your logo. So I already have one right here that's just the logo, just the bird. So I would make this my favicon, so that's what's going to show up there once the store would be live. So that's how you upload a favicon. You just take the icon part of your image, and it's going to get scaled down to this size, and that's what's going to show up right here. So then I'm going to click save. I'm going to go back. And then editing everything at checkout's a little more advanced. We're not going to cover that in this video. You don't really need to mess with that right now. So now we're going to head back here to the home screen. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head to settings and deal with some basic housekeeping type things. So first we're going to go to general. So in here, as I showed you, as I told you you could do earlier, this is where you can edit your store name to whatever you want. Now this doesn't affect your domain. I'll show you how to change that later. Now right here you can see this is your account email. So this is going to be your personal email or your business email that you get all the updates regarding your store on. So whenever you get an order, notifications get sent here, or whenever you get billed and things like that, this is where you'll get notified. And then this is your customer email. So this is the front facing email that your customers will see when you email them. So you're going to want to change this to a branded support email based on your domain name. You're not going to want this to be your personal email. And then down here, your store address, this is where you just put in all your business information. And then down here, this is where you can change your order IDs. So you don't have to do this if you don't want. However, I recommend it because in case you branch out into multiple stores in the future, it makes bookkeeping a lot easier. So you can just add in a quick prefix. So for this example, for Bird's World, I would just put in BW. So now in front of every order number, it's going to say BW, and then so that way it helps for tracking. If you have multiple stores, it makes bookkeeping a lot easier. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go back. And now I'm going to go on the payment providers. So by default, your store is already going to be set up to accept payments with PayPal Express Checkout. So it's going to already be associated with the email you signed up with. So if you already have an existing PayPal account with the email you signed up with, you're good to go. Whenever a customer checks out with PayPal Express, the money is going to go straight into your existing account. Now, if you don't have a PayPal account associated with the email that you signed up with, that's okay too. So whenever a customer checks out with PayPal Express, they're just going to you're going to get a notification email from PayPal saying you have money to claim, so create a PayPal account to claim your money, and then you'll be good to go. So definitely keep PayPal Express active. And the other payment processor you want to activate is Shopify Payments powered by Stripe. So you come here and click Complete Account Setup. Now this is how you're going to accept payments from credit cards. So here you can see you just need to put in your business details, and then your personal details, and then details about your product, what you're selling. And then you can edit your billing statement that's going to show up for your customers here. And then you just put in your routing number and account number for your bank information. So this is where the transfers will be. And so how this works is Shopify Payments is going to process payments, and then about 2 to 3 days later, those payments for the previous days are going to be transferred into your bank account that you put here. So there's really only a 2 to 3 day delay, so that's not bad at all. So now we're going to go ahead and go back. I'm not actually going to fill this out because this is just a demo store. So that's really all the payment providers you need to worry about. You can add an Amazon Pay if you want, but you don't really need to mess with anything else. So now we're going to head back to settings. Now we're going to go into account. And this is just where you can add staff accounts. So if you want to hire a virtual assistant or hire someone to help manage your store, this is where you give them permission. So you come down and hit add staff account, enter their name, put in their email, and then you can give them full access to your store, or you can limit their access to certain parts of their store by clicking in here. So we're going to go back. So now we're going to head into the shipping section. And this is where we can edit our shipping rates. So you can see we have domestic United States, and this will obviously change if you're not from the United States. And then we have international for the rest of the world. So I'm just going to show you how to edit domestically. International is the same. You still create shipping rates based on the same group of settings. So we're just going to go to edit. And you can see we can create price-based rates, weight-based rates, or calculated rates. So your shipping rates are going to depend on what you're selling. So if you're selling like physical products from a retail store you own, then obviously you're probably going to want to use the calculated rates to get the rates exactly right. And if you're doing drop shipping or print on demand, you're probably going to want to do price-based rates, because that's the easiest and most common that are used. Now, if you don't know what drop shipping or print on demand is, I'm not going to get into that in this video because that's a whole nother beast. But if you want to learn more about that, which is essentially just selling products that you never actually have to physically touch yourself or hold inventory with, leave a comment down below and I'll get that information out to you guys. So now we're going to get back into showing you how to create a shipping rate. So I'm going to hit add rate on price-based shipping. So we're just going to name it. And then if we wanted to make free shipping throughout our whole store, we could just click free shipping. So free shipping on all orders above $0 and below no maximum. Or we could make it free shipping for orders above 50. Or we could create a bunch of different custom shipping rates. So maybe flat shipping is $10 across the store. So we can play around with a bunch of different price-based rates. Or we can come down to weight, and it's pretty much the same thing. So maybe all orders that have a cumulative weight of 0 to 25 pounds is free, and then maybe everything from 25 pounds and up is $10. So as I said, with shipping, the rates you create are going to vary based on what you're selling, but that's how you can set it up. So now we're going to head back. So now we're going to go into checkout. So customer accounts, I like to leave these as optional, and then I like to change the form options to require first and last name, and then everything else keep the same. And then down here, this is where you can generate a sample refund policy, privacy policy, and terms of service. Now every single Shopify store should have all three of these pages because it makes you look more legitimate, and it's just something you need to have, especially refund policy. Now as far as using the generated one, you can definitely use the generated privacy policy in terms of service. I use that on every store, just the generated ones. Now, the refund policy is something that I suggest you custom make because you'll probably want your own custom refund policy tailored to your store. You'll want to make your own refund policy. So instead of using the generated one, you should probably create your own. But as far as these ones, you can use the generated ones and it's fine. So I'm not going to add all these pages in because I don't want this tutorial to be too long. So I'm just going to create one page with the privacy policy on it. So I'm going to copy all this. And now I'm going to show you how you can create pages. So since this is copied, I'm going to come over here to online store. And then I'm going to click pages. And then I'm going to click add page. And then we just name our page right here. So privacy policy. And then I'm going to paste this in and then hit save. And just like that, we've created a page. So now I'm going to click view page. And you can see we have a privacy policy page created. So I'm going to go back and create a couple of pages real quick. So that way we can have a couple of pages that I can use to show you how to make menus. So contact. Now a contact page is pretty easy to make. You can put contact and then come down here to template and change it to page.contact. Hit save. And then I'm going to view the page. And you can see that a contact form was automatically put here just by clicking page.contact in the template. So whenever a customer fills out this, this is going to be sent to the customer email that you put in your settings section, which is why I said you should put your customer support email in there and not your personal one. So now I'm going to go back and create one more page real quick. So this would be an about. So you just write a little bit about your store and save. So now I'm going to show you how you can create a menu with these pages we just created. So if we go to navigation over here and then we click main menu, we can click add menu item and then click link here and then go to the pages we've created, and then I can add an about page in. Hit add, and then I can click add menu item again. No, I didn't mean to hit products. Pages, contact, add. Now I'm going to save this menu, and now I'm going to view the store real quick so you can see it. So now you can see we have about and contact on the main menu. Now one other thing I want to show you real quick is how to create a drop down menu. So we can do that just by taking one of these things here and scooting it over here. So now this will be a drop down. So if I click save and I come over here and refresh, you can see now the contact section is a drop down. So if you wanted to create a drop down of maybe whatever you'd want to create a drop down menu for, that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this back. Now I'm going to go back to navigation and edit the footer menu, and I'm going to add the privacy policy to the footer menu and then click save. Now I'm going to look at the store and I'm going to show you that. So now you can see down here the privacy policies in the footer menu, and this is where you put your terms of service and your refund policy as well in the footer menu. So now we're going to head down to preferences real quick. So the title and meta description, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you. So we're going to head to Google. So this right here is the title, and then this down here is the meta description. So we can edit that right here. So for the title, I just put the name of the store, and then something like this. And then we can enter a meta description saying what your store is about here. And then right here is where you can paste a Google Analytics code. So Google Analytics is a third-party app. It's a tracking software that allows you to track things like your traffic and conversions and things like that. So as you get more advanced, you'll probably use Google Analytics. So this is where you paste it. And then here's where you'll paste your Facebook Pixel ID, which is something you need to do if you're going to be utilizing Facebook advertising. And Facebook ads is something we're not going to be getting into this video in this video because it's rather advanced. However, if you're interested in that, go ahead and comment below that you're interested in Facebook ads, because I've created a ton of content on that in the past, and I'll get that out to you guys. So, and then right here we have the password page. So until we pick a plan, our store is going to be password protected. So once we select a plan, we can disable this password, and then our store will be visible to the public. So I'm just going to go ahead and click save. And now real quick, I'm going to show you how to create a blog post, and then we're going to get into adding products. So creating a blog post, you just click blog post and then create blog post. So this is pretty simple. It's just like creating pages. So sample blog, and then fill in information here. And then you can upload a image to go with the blog post if you like. And then click save. And then if we go here, we can take a look at the blog post, and you can see that here's the sample blog. Alright, so now we're going to get into how you can add products. So adding a product into your store, you go to products. Now, a quick disclaimer, we're going to hit add product, but a quick disclaimer, if you're doing drop shipping or print on demand, you're going to be adding products through a third-party application. However, the process is still pretty much the same, so knowing how to do it this way is going to be helpful, because you still need to fill out the same information, and you're still going to end up editing it in here anyway. So we're going to go ahead and type in the title of the product here. So I've already got a couple sample products I'm going to add. And then you type in the product description. And you can add photos and videos and a bunch of cool stuff in the product description as well. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the picture of this bird feeder. And then if we come over here, we can type in the product type. So this would be a feeder. And then we can add it to a collection. So the only collection we have is the basic homepage collection that comes default created with the base Shopify theme. So I'm going to add it to that, but I'm going to show you how to create additional collections in the future. So we have tags here. The purpose of tags are to help people that are searching for specific products through the search function on your Shopify store. The purpose is to help people be able to find these products quicker. So all you have to do to think about the tags is think about, what someone would be searching in your product in your store to find this specific product. So what are some words that describe this product? So we could do feeder and bird feeder. And now we're going to get into pricing. So this is where you put the price of the product. So let's say $34.99. And the compare at price, I'm going to put it at the same real quick because I want to show you something real quick. So I'm going to hit save. All right, so now that the product is saved, we're going to go ahead and view it real quick. So you can see when you put the regular price and the compare at price at the same exact price, this is just going to show up as your base retail price right here at $34.99. However, if we wanted to create a sale, we could come down here to the compare at price, and let's say we put it at $49.99 and then click save. And we come over here and refresh. You can see that now this product is on sale for $34.99, and it shows that it was originally $49.99. So creating sales within Shopify is pretty easy. So that's all you need to do. So now we're going to go ahead and come down here to inventory. So this is where you can put an SKU number. If you're doing drop shipping or print on demand, this is usually already going to be filled out, but I'm going to show you how you can create custom ones anyway. So for this, maybe I could just put BF to represent bird feeder, and then 01 because it's the first of its type. And then we can come down here for shipping. So this product requires shipping. So put in the estimated weight of 3 pounds. And now I'm going to show you how you can add variants. So the first variant we could have, obviously there's endless variants you can have. So I'm just going to show you how to create common ones like size. So we could type in small and then large. So now we have 2 variants. Now I'm going to create one more, which is color. So let's say we have white and then black. So now you can see we've created 4 product variants down here, and you can see the SKU has already auto-filled right in there, which is why I put 01, 02, 03, or 04, or why I put 01, so that way it'd be easier to differentiate these with different variants. So let's see. So what we can do is we can change the specific prices of certain variants. So the large ones would probably cost more, so we can make them $39.99. And then down here, this is where we can edit the meta information that I showed you earlier. So this is what shows up in Google. So we could edit this and go ahead and edit the same stuff I showed you before and edit the actual URL itself. Now, I'm not going to actually edit that right now because I've already showed you how to do that. So I'm just going to save this product. And I'm going to go ahead and create one more product. So that way we can create a couple of collections. So I'm just going to create this one really fast. I'm not going to fill everything out, just so that way we can keep the pace of this video moving forward. So I'm going to just save, and now I'm going to show you how you can create a product collection. Alright, so now we're going to get into creating collections. So I'm going to come over here and click on collections, and then I'm going to click create collection. So a collection is just a certain group of your products. So if you have a lot of one type of product, you can put them in a collection, or maybe your collections, you can source it by price, or maybe you can source it by being on sale, or anything like that. So this collection I'm going to make is just going to be feeders. So it's going to represent bird feeders. You can put it in the description if you want, but I'm not going to right now. And you can put in a collection image too, and if you don't, then your collection image by default is just going to be one of the products that is inside of your collection. So down here you can have the conditions where you can manually select products to be in the collection, or you can automatically select it. So for this first collection, we're going to do automatic. So we can there's a bunch of different variables we can use. So we can have the product title, product type, product vendor, the price, the tags, and everything used to have products automatically added to collections. So what I'm going to do is product title contains, and then feeder. So any products that contain feeder are going to be added to this collection. So then I'm just going to click save. And then as you can see, all the bird feeder was added to this collection because it has feeder in the name. So pretty simple. So now I'm going to go ahead and create another collection. And this will be bird cage accessories. But this time I'm going to manually select products. So if you're going to do that, you just hit manual, then you hit save. And then here on this next page, you'll be able to add the products in. So you add products and you'll see all your products here. So I'll add the bird ladder in. And then it automatically saves. So creating collections is really just as easy as that. So now we have a few collections created. Now I'm going to show you how you can create a discount code. So if we head over here to discounts, we can go to create discount. And we can name this whatever we want. So let's say we just name this 10 off. So any customer that uses this code is going to get the discount that we specify here. So we could specify a 10% percentage discount on all orders. Or we could make it a free shipping code. Or we could do a fixed amount, which is maybe like $5 off all orders or $10 off all orders. And then we can come down here and make it require a minimum purchase. So maybe free shipping on all orders over $50 with this code. And we can make it applied to a certain part of the order or the entire order or specific products. And we can make certain customers eligible or everyone. And then we can limit it to 1 use per customer. And then we can set an end date and a start date if we want. Or we can just have it run infinitely as soon as we save it. So I'm just going to click save. And there we go. We've just created a discount code. So you can use this for marketing purposes or whatever you want. Alright, so now if we come over to orders, this is where you'll be able to see all of your orders. Once you start getting orders, and then you come here, you'll be able to see all your abandoned checkouts. So this is people that added stuff to cart but didn't complete the checkout process. And then one other thing I want to show you real quick is analytics. So this page is where you can see all your website traffic, repeat customer rate, your store's conversion rate, average order value, where your visits are coming from, desktop, mobile, which traffic sources are giving you the most referrals. So this is all really good information that's going to help you, especially once you get into more advanced things. And then you can create reports here. And then we're going to go down to apps. So the Shopify App Store is basically a big collection of third-party applications that you can install in your store that usually enhance and help your store out a lot. Now, we're not going to get into apps in this video because that's a lot to get into, but if you would like to see some videos that recommend good apps and stuff, I've already created a bunch of videos on the Casual E-commerce channel that recommend good apps and everything. So just go ahead and comment below and I can link you those videos, or you can just search Casual E-commerce apps and it'll probably show up. So just real quick, I'll show you what the App Store looks like. So if we visit Shopify App Store, we can come in here and we can see there's apps for upsells, there's apps for print on demand right here. There's apps for drop shipping. So as I said, if you don't know what print on demand or drop shipping is, you can comment below and I'll link you some relevant information. Or alternatively, you can also click a link in the description to join the Casual E-commerce Facebook group, and you can just ask in there. It's a free Facebook group where just a bunch of people that are selling products online through Shopify all congregate and come to one place to network and have their questions answered. So this is the Shopify App Store. You can see there's marketing apps, there's apps that boost your sales. There's a bunch of different types of apps, so too much to go into in this video, but you'll definitely be using a good amount of apps for your store. So lastly, before we wrap the video up, I want to go over Shopify plans. So we're going to go to select a plan. And what I recommend for most beginners is basic, using the basic Shopify plan. Now, to be honest, the only time that you'll really upgrade to the advanced plan is once you're doing a lot of sales, and the main reason that you would do that is for the decrease in credit card rates. So if you're doing a large amount of revenue, your credit card rate going down from 2.9% to 2.4% is going to be a huge revenue increase. So basically, when you should upgrade is when the change in credit card rate will be more significant than the change in price. So from 29 to 79, that's a $50 difference. So when the 0.3% discount in credit card rate will equal more than $50 per month in revenue, then you should switch up to the next plan, and then the same with the $299 plan. So that's the easiest way to know when you should be upgrading. So with that being said, definitely just go ahead and start out with basic Shopify if you're a beginner. So we're going to go ahead and open up the online store real quick just to take one last look at what we've created over about the last hour. So you can see it's definitely not anything crazy. It's definitely still pretty bad looking, but the point of this video is just to teach you the basic functionality and get you familiar with all of the navigation, because you're going to be spending a lot of time back here in the user interface of Shopify. So now you should be really familiar with it. So with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like content like this, if you like business content, then subscribe to this channel. Now, this is my personal channel and not my business channel, but I still do upload business related content and, you know, cool stuff like lifestyle vlog content and stuff like that. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'll leave any questions you have in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching.